Hello YouTube, my name is Tony. I'm an accounting tutor. I like to do my tutoring online. So I'm unlike other tutors. I like to do my things online. Alright, so for me to tutor you online, you only need to have a PC or a Mac. On top of having a PC and a Mac, you also need to have Skype installed. So if you have Skype on your computer, I'll be able to show you what I'll be writing, exactly what I'm doing here. I'll share my screen with you and you'll be seeing what I'll be writing on my notepad. Right, as I'll be helping you through a question or as I'll be explaining notes to you. One good thing about meeting me online is that after our lessons, I'll be able to send you what I've written to your computer or to your email address as a PDF note. Alright. An advantage of having an online class is that it's flexible to you and to me as well. That means we can meet either at 8 o'clock in the evening or another time in the evening if I'm available, or we can meet early morning, or even if it's snowing outside, we can still meet as long as our broadband connections are still working. Right. So online classes are also ideal for those students that like to study at home, maybe while sipping a cup of your favorite brew. Mine is coffee. You may be sipping tea. So if you enjoy that, please get in touch with me and I'll be able to tutor you online. Okay, I can also tutor you as a group of friends or a group of students. You don't have to be in the same room at the same time. I can do that through Skype. So Skype has got this thing called group calls. You don't have to pay for anything. So the group call, I've already paid for that. So what you only need to do is invite me to your Skype, and your friends also to invite me to their Skypes, and then we can do a group call. It's cheaper for you, and it's also good. You might benefit from a group discussion. All right. So to illustrate how this works, I'm going to work out a simple question here. It's a simple break-even question to illustrate how it works. So I've got a student here who sent me the following questions. So let's say we're online. This is what the student will be seeing. I'll open his paper. This is his paper. Can you see the questions? So we've got four linked questions here, question 10 to question 13. I'm only going to do question 10. So for question 10, we're given that, so let's say you're the student, we're given that a retail company sells computer games for £40 each, all right? And then they cost the retailer £25 each from the manufacturer. The retailer's fixed costs are 90,000. How many games must the retailer sell to break even? All right, so what I'll do with the student is I'll come here and write, okay, break-even point is equals to your total fixed costs divide over by contribution per unit. All right. So my student will be seeing all this, and he'll be able to ask me questions. What's, for example, to know what's contribution, and then I'll tell him that, oh, you don't know contribution. Contribution is equals to selling price less your variable cost. So selling price less variable costs. So my system has got this added advantage of this pointer here. I can show you using my pointer. Can you see this red pointer here? I can show you that my selling price in this case is £40. All right, and my variable cost in this case is £25. So that means my contribution is equals to 40 minus 25, which is equals to 15. All right. So our fixed cost is given as 90,000. So that means our answer will be 90,000 divided by 15. So if we put this in our calculator, we should end up with, where is my calculator? Right, it's here. So if we say 90,000 divided by 15, we end up with 90,000 divided by 15, we end up with 6,000 units. That's our break-even point. So 6,000 units. So that's the answer here. So let's say my student wants me to explain to him further what's break-even, and I don't have enough space here. I can also create another page, a page where I can put in a lot of notes so that I can explain further to the student. So here's a new blank page with nothing written on it. I can draw graphs if he wants me to explain to him what's the break-even point. Show him that the break-even point is where your total revenue is equal to your total cost. So tell him that this is the total revenue line, TR, red. Then the blue line will be his total cost line. So this point here, that's the break-even point. So in our example there, that's our break-even point here. So BE point. So which in our case is 6,000 units, right? So this is what I could do. This is what I could do with a student who wants to know more and who wants to be explained. And then I'll be able to send all this to your email as PDF immediately after the class. All right. So almost every student that I've taught, in fact 100% of them, no one has ever complained. They've liked it. It's a different experience to them. So as a guarantee to you, I don't ask for any payment details before we meet. So the first hour is for you to gauge whether you like me or not. But if you like me, you have to pay me for that first hour. If you don't like me, fair enough, you don't have to pay me. So please give it a try and see how it will work out. Thank you for giving me time. Hopefully you book me for classes. Bye.